Hello. Hello, good to see you again. It's been a while since I've been on a stream for Track Titan, but this time I'm not actually driving, so
It's been a while
should be
since
interesting.
I've been
On a stream for Track Titan, but this time I'm not actually driving.
Yeah, that's better.
That's good.
So I'm sorry, I had my mic muted because I'm a dumbass.
Oh, it's okay.
Welcome
I'll
everyone
go for
to
it.
the stream. We have GT3s at Spa-Francorchamps. This legendary circuit, of course, a non-championship race because our main man, Adam Chapman, is not here for today, so yeah. Now we'll jump into the qualifying and we will hop on with Victor Lundgren. And I am not ready, I'm so sorry guys.
That's okay. I'm following
Okay,
him
that's
now,
fine.
so
It's good, it's all good. So
we'll
here
get
we
there.
go.
We'll get there.
Victor Lundgren in the BMW Z4, huge ass, in at the Porsche 911 GT3 R 2016, buffed up into BMW. Michael Burstein's into BMW as well. Isaac Johansson's into BMW. Used Ver's into BMW as well. There you go. Our first spin, which is Mr.
Diogo Texeira.
Yeah.
Diogo Texeira as well at the pits, as well in the BMW.
A lot of people
Popular
out
car
BMW.
tonight, I think.
I have silver livery. Don't know why. I don't know if that's on the Porsche or if that's me.
Yeah. I think that's a standard thing, because looking at Huge Ass as well.
So. Oh. I don't think I can double my audio. Those people, I'm so sorry for that. I'll just put my mic like this next to my. Sounds weird. Next to my head, Huge Ass currently up the front on his outlap into qualifying. Everybody else having a little bit of struggles on their outlap. But I see the BMWs are fairly popular this time around.
BMW's out in force. John Ford, though, ironically not in a Ford, in a Ferrari. So.
Ford, BMW.
Oh, it says John Ford is a Ferrari for me.
Yes, he is on a Ferrari, but it's BMWs.
Oh,
we
okay,
don't
sure.
have Ford.
Because
Ford is not in the base game. There are in the base game, but they don't have a GT3 in their base game.
Not a GT3, no.
Very sorry for that, everyone.
Ah, that's fair.
Well, who do you want to go with for our first lap? First hot lap of the day. I think we can get some pretty awesome people. Why I will take Isaac Johansson on the lap of Spa-Francorchamps of this beautiful track through the Orient Forest. There's what's more beautiful than these GT3 cars going through Spa-Francorchamps. Isaac Johansson going through the Bastard chicane will switch in to the wheel cam, and Isaac, who is now starting his lap, going into La Source, breaking down into second gear, almost into first gear at the apex, as you should do. Then going up 3, 4 gear, going down to Eau Rouge, this little king, then the king that goes up Eau Rouge into Radion, one of the best parts of the circuit. Goes through Radion very cleanly. That's perfect. That's how we love to see how to do this. Now onto the Camel Stretch through the Camel King. One of the places I actually saw on the Camel Stretch in 2019 when I was on an F1 event here. Going into Lecom, Isaac Johansson taking all the apexes really well, as we can see on the stream. Through Lecom down into Luxembourg. This is a downhill zone. Anything can happen here. It's just a little bit bad over braking and you can just slam it in front of someone into the back. It's a very difficult corner. Now into No Name or Speaker's Corner as well. That's named after... It's named Speaker's Corner because you could see it from the speaker booth, which is an interesting fact. Now into Double Gauge, or known as Wuhan, where the streams of the the river stream start, or something like the name Wuhan means. I don't remember right now. All these facts I know though. Going through finds these little chicane. It's hard to get right, but it's very easy to spin out as well. But
Hmm.
the apeces are, yeah, weird. Going through campus, this almost tight right-hander now into Stavelot or Kubepol Ferrer. How it's called here in Spa-Francorchamps. It's a lot of just an open turn into Blanchimon, which is basically a king, even in the F1 cars, even in these cars, going through top speed, everything saves gear, 245 kilometers per hour going in there. Now braking for the bus stop chicane, the last chicane of this track,
First
the
hot lap
last
though,
turn.
over the line.
Now
First
going
hot lap 2:19.1 over the line.
over the line, and he
Hmm.
has 220.
2:20.6, so 1.5 down on Bertzen ahead. Let's see what next one up the road.
Oh, yes.
Voyers,
He's just
4 tenths
setting it up
back.
there.
Mm-hmm. Over the line as well. Lundgren with a 23.8.
Now all the laps will come in. We have 4 minutes of qualifying left. And of course, Peter, welcome to the commentary box.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
One of your first time here. Let's maybe
It
not
is,
hope that
yes.
it will not be the last.
Let's hope
Maybe.
not as well. I do like commentating actually. I've done one before, but
Oh,
none since then. John Ford did a 120.4 and back in the pits. So my guess, he's probably going to try and lower the fuel, get the tires up to temperature, and do one solid last lap.
well, he
Out the
has
pits
the
again.
time to do one lap. The qualifying is only
Mm-hmm.
10 minutes. It's not that big of a lap.
Mm-hmm.
So as I said, non-championship race. The big boy Adam Chapman isn't here, so that's very sad to see. And I know why I have a silver skin now, because there are
Mm-hmm.
all the worries as well in the server. So that's why we might see some silver or void skins in the game. Well,
Mm-hmm.
definitely not for the BMWs. There you see one beach. That's Michael Bernstein. I think he's the new guy around here. I haven't seen him
Mm-hmm.
race here, which is pretty interesting.
Well, if that's
So
the case, he's doing a very good debut because he's currently 4 tenths ahead of anyone else.
it's very good. But
Mm-hmm.
I think that's one of the best things he can do, definitely for the whole of this race. So yeah, we will see what he can do, and maybe if he can even win. Of course, it's non-championship, so he will get no points, which is sad for him. But yeah,
Mm-hmm. But if he can prove that he's up there on pace, then it could definitely make the rest of the championship more exciting. However, he has just been displaced. We have a 2:18.5 at the top of the leaderboard now.
a used coming in with a lap of the gods. There we go. Used 218.5. That's a real good lap, even for the GT3s. If we
Mm-hmm.
look, because I didn't do any research. I'm not a well prepared void right now.
Hmm.
So
We have a 2:18.8 as well, so the top of the time's getting very close now. 2:18.5, 2:18.8, 2:19.1.
average the lap combined qualifying 24 hours of Spa for 2018. The fastest was in a BMW M6, and it was a 219.1.
There
So
we go, we're
used
already
is
going quicker.
currently faster in an older car. There
Mm-hmm. There we go, that's not bad at all.
you go.
Little
As an
Skittle
average,
just popped up.
there we go. Little Skittlenator, or first name, last name for short, just rolled off the tongue, as we know. A
Mm-hmm.
beautiful name. Little Skill pops up into fourth place, 29.5. That's technically the top 5 in 1 second of each other. Isn't that cool?
Mm-hmm. That is going to be very interesting come the race.
We'll definitely see what the race will bring us. It's one race that's normal, with qualifying, and then reverse. Everyone reverse of their position. So first is last, last is first, and everything like that.
Hmm.
So we will see what that kind of garbage, carnage it can
There we
provide,
go.
because it will be very interesting. Turn 1 at Spa, famous for so many moments. F1, just, you name it, just everything. Of course, most known F1 2012 and 2018.
When you had that carnage over the first corner of people flying over the other cars. That's what you get when there's such a big stop at the very beginning of the lap.
We don't have a full field yet, but
Let's
qualifying
see.
we will even not. But qualifying will end in 1 second. Now into overtime.
Into overtime, but
Used.
Virus just got onto a new lap. So Virus on a new lap. Alder coming around the final few corners.
Just call him used.
He's got 3/10 to find. Sure.
Just call him used.
Alder goes
Safe.
quicker with a 2:17.6.
That's a monster of a lap.
That is a
Also, you
big,
can
big
see
lap.
his beautiful custom livery. That's why we had to reset the server one time. And look, it looks dirty. If you look in the right way, it looks dirty. Which I don't know if I actually appreciate that, but fine. Here we go. Our senior racer, who hasn't been here for a long time, is Mr. Bathtub, or as now we'll name, instead of dive bombs, when two people take each other out, and it will be a dive bomb. Now it's a bath bomb.
Oh, nice.
It will be named in the honor of Bathtub. So we will see what crazy things can come from this. Little Skittle, still somehow on the lap. Don't know when or how did he manage to get over the line between the 1 second of the finish.
I think he might have actually come out the pits. That's why it's not registered him as finished yet.
Wait, it was good since I commented F50's F1 and we were stuck in practice in overtime like 10 minutes. We were just held hostage.
It can happen. Bathtub is now reversing up the racetrack.
He can do whatever he wants now. He finished his qualifying already.
Session is over.
But not even the top one is within a second. Well, technically it is, but yeah, Little Gill got some sense. Now went into the pits, and where is Chris? Chris is spinning. My friend is just spinning in that Ferrari.
Off into the grass.
Yeah, of course, there he goes. Now I just ask him if he can go into the pits so we don't have to stay here. No, we don't.
There we
He
go.
has gone to the pits by his own. Adam, welcome to the chat, big boy. But still, you are not a fat bastard, mate. You are going into the gym. You are a healthy boy. And why is
Nice
there only one
introduction.
car on the grid?
Well, we'll find that one out. He's now left.
He's now
Lundgren
left.
is now back in the pits.
Well,
Seems like a lot of players are disconnecting. We have a few
think
back.
they will reconnect back because maybe there's a glitch with AC, or
We'll
I
see,
don't know
we'll
what's
see.
happening at all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was AC. There we go. Drivers popping up back on the grid. Our number 2 spot
There
is
we go.
missing. Can we get
We have a
another
lot of
cam?
people back on the grid now.
Oh, we cannot. There we go. That's camera that we like to see. Still some technical difficulties, it seems, for the boys. But the countdown is on, so I don't know what is going on right here.
It looks like people are joining the grid, so we look okay.
Let's hope we do. I haven't messed this time. I haven't messed anything up. The server is great. It should be all fine.
It's all okay. Nothing's
Yeah,
going
restart the
wrong.
session in server manager. Thank you. I don't want to do that because now yeah, I'll just reset the session.
There we go. Looks like
There we
everyone's
go.
on the grid now.
What did I do? Don't know. Yeah, that works. There we go. That's what we like to see.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Adam. You are a blessing from the gods today. You can see how how shit I am at managing a server. So if you have to, do not give me access to your server. It's not a very good idea.
We are
So
learning
yeah,
lessons today.
and I will be learning them for a long time.
All a learning experience, isn't it?
Everything is a learning experience. For me, yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
So we
The
will
one and a...
see. There's lining up on the grid. Everything seems fine.
Mm-hmm. We have all the cars, it looks, on the grid.
So let's review our top 5. Nathan Oliver, used various. Armin G, which is a new name, maybe a random. What do I know? He's American. More American, actually more American people. That's quite cool. Because since we had one, he's not on the track today, but he will be in 4 weeks, I guess.
That sounds good. It's always nice getting new drivers.
It's always nice. Michael Burston into BMW on 4th place, low skill 5th, Victor Lungard 6th, and Diego Teixeira 7th. Jujas 8th, John Ford 9th, and Isaac Johansson round up the top 10. The other drivers bathed up. I don't know. Am I on the grid? I hope I'm not. I am not. That's good. But I'm still registered in 12th place. There we go.
For me, it's Thompson registered in 12th place. And it looks like they're also on the grid.
Yeah, Thompson is on the grid. Everything is on the grid except for the two of us. 20 seconds left to go. Peter, I'm going to ask you a question that's being asked to me. Who will be first into turn 1?
Ooh, first into turn 1, I want to say Just.
Okay, fine. Your prayers is unused.
We'll
I would say
see.
Nathan. I know he
We'll
has
see
very
how
good
it works.
starts. File 6 lights on. You can see the glow of the lights. And there we go off. He just starting really good. Nathan having this very good start. That's what he likes to see a lot. Seems like there will be no carnage going into turn 1. Oh, I say that, and there's almost car round. There is a car round.
Oh, we
John
have a
Ford
car
in
round
the
at the
blue
background.
Ferrari. A second car round, which is Andy Thompson now going up into Eau Rouge.
Whoa,
Nathan
they hit
Oliver
off each
is
other.
just flying on the top of the grid. There you go. CS Bears right behind him. Airman G right behind Used Bears. There will be some great battles going on in this Arden Forest.
We have a little battle going further back. I think that's Bartab off the road.
Do you think that is bathtub moving to lawns of Spa-Francorchamps?
A little bit, yeah. I wonder how much they're paying him.
Oh, bathtub is not blind the mounds of Spa-Francorchamps, but he's trying to overtake Isaac Johansson for the 7th place. Into Lecombe. Nothing happening there. Now maybe he'll try and dive bomb into Brussels. We'll see if anything goes from there. No, he doesn't drive the dive bomb, but Diego Teixeira tries to dive bomb him. There will be some great defending from all the drivers as we see right here. Victor will try and more. You see that really wide line through Speaker's corner. God damn, guys, have some respect to the track limits, please.
Armin G going very wide through Pawn there. Doesn't seem to have lost too much time, but look at the front two. They've just left the rest of the grid behind.
Used Bears and Armin G are 1.6 seconds apart from each other. That's a large gap. We're just going into feints, now into campus. That's a large gap to see. From campus onto Stavelot, then into Curve Paul Freire. From there, we will go into the Blashimon complex, into the Bashikane. We will see if anything more battles can see. I see Isaac Johansson will try and overtake Victor Lunger here to both BMWs battling for the place.
He's right under the rear wing, but Blanchimon's always a hard one to pass at. I think he's going to hold behind until he can get to the bus stop chicane. Now let's see what happens.
Behind
Porsche's going slow in front.
More battle. Oh, that's someone off track. That's Diego Teixeira off track. But beginning to
Ooh,
bust
there's a hit
from
between the
there.
two of them.
Little skill in 9th place. Diego Teixeira in 10th position. Don't know how did that come from. Isaac Johansson, Victor
Ooh,
Langer side by side on the main straight. Now we'll go into La Sauce. And from La
hard
Sauce,
braking
Victor
from the pair of
Langer
them.
is still in front of Isaac Johansson. There's
Mm-hmm.
not much that he can do. Little skill and Bathtub still battling there in the background. Some great battles going on here. These GT3s provide such a good battles. There you go, Isaac Johansson, Victor Lungert through Eau Rouge, through Radion, and still side by side through the Camel King onto the Camel Straight. We don't have DRS here. It's GT3 after all.
Just 2/10 separates them, but now they're going to go probably side by side into the Le Comte chicane. Not
No,
quite close enough.
They will not. Isaac Johansson breaks so before the normal braking zone because he's scared that he might bump Victor Lungert in front of him. So there are still battles to commence. Yusufari will try and attack Nathan Older. Let's see if anything. Oh wait, I'm sorry. If anything from that battle can grow into a battle for the first place. He is getting closer and closer. Now coming into Puhan. Seems like the BMW has more pace than the Ferrari. Going through Puhan or Double Gosh as the game
Gone
goes
very
in.
wide though.
That's
Very wide
but
from
he
use.
still gets the very good apex for the second corner of Wuhan. But he loses a lot of time on Nathan Older. We'll see if he can maybe catch up back at in the first sector, maybe in the last sector as well. And that's one of the last battles going on track right now.
Lundgren seems to have pulled a gap against Johansson. 1.2 now the gap.
1.2 is the gap. The gap between Armin G and Michael Borzowski is 2.5 seconds. It's quite a large gap as well.
The top three have really made a break for it now. But with the battle between Nathan and Yusuf front, Armin is getting quite a good view of all of it. And he's now closing up on the pair of them.
But so what I see is Victor Lundgren trying to get closer and closer to Hugh Jazz, trying to overtake him, just break later. One of the last late breakers, Victor Lundgren, tries to go up the inside, and I forgot to lock the server. Well, there we go. Armin G passes lap 218.4. Now Victor Lundgren will try and go into La Source. Overtake Hugh Jazz. Maybe we'll see a dive bomb. No, we will not.
It's not quite close enough.
Safely.
But now he might get him on exit, look. Goes wide. Does that count as a...
Hugh Jazz actually has a little spin brake. not spin brake. He just slides a little bit up there and into Eau Rouge, then into Radion. The BMW is front of the Porsche. John Ford in front of Diego Teixeira. I didn't catch that on camera. Sorry for the boys. But still, Hugh Jazz and Victor Langer is the closest battle on track.
Eustace closing up again on Nathan Older. This is the tight twisty section. This is where we saw him gain last lap. So, let's have a watch of the lead battle. 7/10 the gap between the top three.
Top three is almost within a second. I would want to say almost. They're not within a second. I'm lying to myself. I would want that though. Isaac Johansson overtaking Hugh Jazz. There we go. Another pass on Hugh Jazz. This guy is getting beaten side by side. And there he goes.
Now Johansson gets very wide. Little Skittle goes through as well.
Hugh Jazz goes really wide. That's a Hugh Jazz in the Porsche, mate.
Well, they are rear-engined.
The inline 6 is a very good engine. Changing my mind. That's, I think, the two randoms. I think just battling themselves. Don't know
it
what
looks
will
like
happen
it.
from that. If I will have to, I will kick them from the server. I am very sorry, but I think I will have to take more lessons from Adam how to control the server. Since low skill will try and overtake Isaac Johansson, going down into Bashimon, but still not going side by side. You can go side by side.
Very
with
close.
Bashimon. Nothing will
It's
happen.
very tough. In GT3s
tough.
on a perfect line. In GT3s on a perfect line, you can take it just about flat out. On race fuel, I'm not so sure.
But true, we have you on, and Nathan Nolan fastest lap. Again, the Ferrari. The Ferrari seems fast. Is it reliable? We don't know. We will see.
I think it is. I
Still
think
more
the
reliable.
Ferrari, unlike Formula One, I think we can rely on Ferraris
Yeah.
to be quick.
Unlike Formula One, this is reliable. Diego John Ford being overtaking Diego Teixeira in the background.
Still very close between the pair of them. Little skittle as well. Very, very close to the back of Isaac Johansson. He's overtaking him down the Kemmel Straight. And gets the move done before the braking zone. That was so much more speed. I think Isaac Johansson might have had an issue going up Eau Rouge Radial.
He might have taken a really wide line, and I'm pretty surprised on how easy that overtake was for Little Skittle. Or there we go, that's one of the battles really quickly diffused, but that was so smooth.
Now Just must have made a mistake, because the gap at the lead is now 1 second between first and second.
Well, even the best make mistakes, you can see it right here. But Youth is definitely going to try and do something. Maybe he is saving a little bit of fuel, maybe the tires. I don't truly know. Isaac Johansson will try to overtake Little Skittle again. So these two will just not let each other be away from themselves. Like
just
brothers.
over half a second between them.
Like
all
brothers.
but Johansson goes a little bit wide. Johansson actually touched the gravel there. That's going to compromise his run up the back straight now.
It will definitely go through Blanchimont. He is slower than Little Skittle.
Just
we will
about.
See if anything happens, doesn't it? It seems like it won't. But Nathan is getting, Used is getting a little bit closer to Nathan Older. But so not really that big, that small of a gap for an overtake to be on. So we will see if anything interesting happens. Doesn't seem 5 minutes to go. The race that's filled with battles to the brim. I saw you here, Diego. Diego will try to overtake John Ford. In the beautiful...
Oh, spins off though. Just loses it coming out of the final chicane, and that will end his chances of battling with John Ford, I think.
But can we just talk about the beautiful Assetto Corsa and Kuno's livery that the server gave him? Let's just appreciate that for a while. Looks
it is
really
quite
good.
A nice looking livery. Well, it's a little beaten up, but other than that, it's a really good looking livery.
Robin is racing. Change my mind. Oh, that's Victor Longer going really wide, getting a little bit of spin.
Oh,
in the last corner.
Side by side. Oh, they touch. Just a little bit, they touch.
Robin is racing. Victor Longer takes that to hard, and actually Robin
there we go
races
again.
a little bit taken offline for Little Skill. The same two identical cars as well. If you look at it, you can see.
Livery number 20, livery number 20. Little Skittle goes a little bit wide, but so does Lundgren. There's still nose to tail, 3/10 between them.
And there we see a second challenger.
Into Fagnon, they touch. Whoa. Lundgren spins round. And that was just a little touch there.
Is Isaac Johansson.
The winner in all of that was Isaac Johansson. Gets through past the pair of them. That's going to cause some controversy, I think. But Little Skittle now passed. Chujas gets ahead of Lundgren as well. So Lundgren down to 8th with that little tap there. But now Little Skittle.
Since it's not a championship race, it's not guarded by the stewards. If
you
want to, there is no point. Try somebody else. I don't care. You will give us content for a little bit.
But now Little Skittle goes wide.
Give us even more content. Try to overtake Isaac Johansson into the Brussels chicane. Nathan, not Brussels. Bus stop chicane.
He's going to try and get a better exit. He does get a better exit. He's under the rear wing. He's going to try and go to the outside. He does. Side by side down the home straight. He's going to have to either try and outbrake him or try a cutback. He tries for the cutback. Gets a very wide entry. Straighter exit. He's right under the rear wing now. But this is a sketchy place to pass. Eau Rouge Radiant is never a good place to go side by side. Sensibly keeps it behind. Let's see where he is at the top of the top of Eau Rouge. He gets a much better run. Stops car on the outside as well. That's Armin. That's Armin has stopped.
And that's a little skill overtaken.
Oh no.
For the 4th place, Isaac Johansson. I don't know what happened to Armin. I would
I'm not sure
know
either.
maybe it's a spin up there where...
It might
No,
be.
I'm
They're
not
still
going to
side by
mention it.
side.
I'm going
Little
to keep
Skittle's
myself
still
off.
side by side.
I'm going to keep myself off. I'm not going to mention it. Little skill and Isaac Johansson still side by side.
Still
With
side by
Bruce
side.
Brussels, not side by side anymore, but still really close. Anything can happen at this battle right here. Leo Texera overtaken Armin G gone into the pit lane. Seems a better choice than to just leave it there on the little bit of runoff that the game has there. And there we see another... Oh no, that's not a limit chart. Is that Batham and in lab?
That
And getting
is...
used as a very good drag strip. No, it's Mikhail Burshin.
Oh,
It's
he's
first
dropped right
place.
back into that battle. We now have a three-way battle for first place with 1.5 minutes left. Little Skittle's actually closing on him as well. He's 4/10 back. Let's see how much of a run he gets up these straights here into Blanchimont.
Look, he does not have that much of a beginner luck as he thought he would. Almost tried to qualify on pole, had provisional pole for most of qualifying. 1 minute left to go, that's 2 laps to go for Nathan Older as well. Little getting closer and closer, maybe we'll see a dive bomb going in at the bus stop chicane. No, we won't. He's too far
not
away,
quite
but
close
he
enough.
breaks deep into the bus stop chicane. Still,
Thinks better of it.
manages not to shoot it in the Michael Burshin. But so going on into La Source, maybe he will try and break him in there. No, he's too far away.
He's going to try and get the cut back though. Takes a wider entry. He will now have the slipstream the whole way down the Kemmel Straight.
Oh, that will be very useful for him. Now as well, going through a Rouge up Radion.
Very wide line from Mikhail in front. 4/10 the gap now.
Kemmel King up the
3
Kemmel
tenths.
Straight.
That gap is closing, but will he be close enough? I don't think he's there.
Rouge
Not
is not.
quite there
There's-
under braking.
Braking zone is there earlier. I don't know how to talk. Let's go. Adam Chapman for the Ferrari. There we go, the Ferrari winning right now. 2 laps to go, as I said. Nathan Older will try and take this place home. Little Skill will try and get on the podium as much as he likes. Now going faster,
Nose to
faster.
tail.
Going through Speaker's Corner, down into Wuhan. Braking into Wuhan, also downhill braking as well. Into Wuhan and down,
Ever so
not that
slightly.
close. Oh,
Little
takes
Skittle goes
one
wide, but
line,
is he going to
but
keep
it
the
worked.
run?
It works for him as well. Into Pines, getting a little bit closer. This is where he got up to Michael. We'll see if any more battles can happen down into the first sector. That actually starts in the middle of end of campus and start of Stavilo.
And keep in mind now, he's going to have the slipstream the whole way up the hill. Gets a slightly worse exit. He's going to try and take a tighter line. But he now has the slipstream the whole way up the straight, so let's watch that gap. 3/10 between them.
For Cuba, they're both free. Up into Blanchimont now, going through Blanchimont, nothing happens here. Pretty crazy. Also, around 260 kilometers per hour. Getting really close, but still cannot dive on. Breaking late into the turn, almost breaking himself out. But he is super close to Michael Burshin. And there
Still
we
very
will see
close.
maybe a dive into La Sauce. In La Sauce, it's a really wide corner. Maybe he could just dive down the inside if he wants to, or outside.
He's
works
not
as
sending
well.
it yet. We have a
He's
Ferrari exiting the
not.
pits in front of them.
I
Let's
think
hope they don't get in the way.
That's number 17, the 17th place. That's joined just a couple minutes before them. Not before them.
Zed
Just
Nile.
right now, Nathan, last lap to go. He has 1.7 seconds gap between him and his spares. So he actually might take it home We will see if I'm right, the British man, the English. Oh, that's Zanio.
Oh, Ferrari spun in front. Let's watch how they deal with it. They all
They'll be
navigate it just fine. Little Skittle now 2/10 back from Mikael in front. Is he going to try and move into the hairpin?
Really try to
Down the
move in
inside, he's
muscles.
not quite
No,
close
he's
enough.
not.
But Mikael goes wide in response.
Mika goes wide,
Not
but he
quite
still
close enough.
stands his ground into the speaker's corner, or no name, how is it called as
Ooh.
well. Oh, that's a wide line for both of them.
Very,
Guys,
very wide from Mikael there.
respect track limits. Both of you are getting a warning.
What track limits?
They are track limits, don't worry.
Oh, Little Skittle
Oh,
spins!
little Skittle!
Spins inwards! Isaac
Oh.
Johansson now is going to get a chance.
No,
This
he's
could
not
be
getting
close
a chance,
between the
he's
two
getting
of
a
them.
position.
Isaac Johansson makes one position more. That now puts him in fourth, and that takes the pressure off Mikael in front.
Let's watch
But
Nathan
Older.
Blashimon for the last time at this race. You can see Hughes right behind him, 2.3 seconds. Now breaking into the bus stop chicane. That's really good braking zone. Now going through the final turn, up the exit. He sees the checker flag waving, and there's your winner of race 1 of the first non-championship race of track and this season. Here we have Nathan Older first, Hughes Ferriers.
Can I just bring your attention back to Hugh Jass for 5th place? Takes the place off Little Skittle. They're side by side into the final chicane. This could be close. Hugh Jass is in front, but now let's just watch the response from Little Skittle. It looks like Hugh Jass might take it. Gets a better exit, but now watch Little Skittle. He's getting close, but not quite close enough. Hugh Jass takes 5th in front of Little Skittle, Victor Lundgren, Bathtub 15 seconds back now.
15 seconds back. That's a large gap, but Bathtub is following with his life, with Diego Teixeira right behind him for the 8th place. But it seems like the Hungarian driver had it in check. I didn't do that on purpose. Getting through the bus stop chicane. Oh, that's Diego almost getting really close to him. But that's 8th place for Bathtub, 9th place for Diego Teixeira. John Ford going in at 10th place, 10 seconds behind Diego Teixeira. And our new driver, Andy Thompson, the Canadian, a random, if I'm right, into BMW. Going through Blashimon one last time, also a paper mache car. There you see.
Last braking zone now. Through the bus stop chicane.
In through the bus stop chicane. Sees the exit, sees the checkered flag. Takes the checkered flag, and there he goes.
We have a lot of people doing donuts out of turn 1.
Of course they are. They do it every time. It never gets old.
Has to happen. Big collision there between I'm not even sure who's who anymore. There we go. Skipping on to race 2 now.
Nathan Older, Forza Ferrari, has won our first race.
But now, for the second race, we have a reverse grid. So whoever finished last starts first, whoever finishes second to last starts second, etc, etc. So, Andy Thompson lines up in first, followed by John Ford. Not everyone has loaded in yet, so I'll hold off on reading out the grid for now.
Oh yeah, we will have to restart the server again. Not the server, but the session.
Of course. Then everyone will load in properly. There we go. Everyone on the grid now. So, looks like we have Andy Thompson in first place, then followed by John Ford, Diogo Teixeira, Bathtub, Victor Lundgren. Hugh Jass, Isaac Johansson had a very close battle to the line. Mikael Bertsen, Hughes Fires, Nathan Older.
We have a giant grid full of randoms as well.
We do indeed. Could you remove them? Do you have the privileges?
Yes, but it's non-championship, so I'm gonna be a good person. They can say if they do not cause carnage, they will not get the Ben Hammer.
I see.
And I don't even think they can get the Ben Hammer. I can just
that's
kick.
fair.
Oh, this will be interesting.
We have Armin G, who looks to be in the pits or actually out of the race already. So one of the top 5 drivers from race 1, unfortunately
Oh, there he goes.
DNF'd. Oh, there we are. He's back in the server now. So he will line up in 12th place behind race winner Nathan Alder.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh, Baftam just in the chat. He's trying to and do his best 2012 impression.
Oh no. Well, this
I'm
could
just
either go very well or very badly. So we'll see how this goes.
through the server. I'm just don't. She's starting 4th. This is dangerous territory
Mm-hmm.
for all of us because Bathtub is just, oh god.
Mm-hmm. We have Armin G, who's left again, which is slightly concerning. He's got 35 seconds to get back into the race.
So we have. I'm going to ask your prediction into turn 1. Who is going to be first?
Ooh. Into turn. Well, last race, the driver in first place got the best run, so
Andy
let's say
Thompson.
Andy
It
Thompson.
is. 6
Let's
lights
see.
on.
Lights
And there
out
we
now, so we have cars going down to turn 1. John Ford gets a fantastic getaway. Andy Thompson is swamped. Oh, there's contact there. Andy Thompson, huge ass there. So that did not go as well as I thought it would at all. Huge ass now around as well.
That
was a bit hectic on the start there. John Ford, ooh, close there between Andy Thompson and Victor Lundgren.
Who is that? That's Diego.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Oh, Diogo Teixeira. We have more contact at the top of the hill as well. That's one of the randoms going around. Oh, that's Hugh Swires got caught up in all of that. He's dropped a long way.
Oh my god.
So that could give a chance
to
here. The race winner Nathan Alder, who's right up in the battle already. Fighting with Bathtub now, I think that is. Oh, Bathtub goes wide. That's given the place to Nathan Alder.
I wonder where is Bathtub? He's 9th. How do you lose?
He's 9th, a long way back.
Is my question.
That's a long drop, I think.
There we go. From 4th to 9th in lap 1. I think that's the person that you have crashing into the wall at Speaker's Corner. That's the guy maybe that spun out. You just trying to do a 2012 recreation.
Ooh,
there you go.
Close there between Armin G and Mikhail there. They're going side by side.
And there you go again.
It's very close.
Fighting like 2 little brothers, little skill and Isaac Johnson. Back at it again for the 2nd race in a row.
Bathtub says my job here is done.
And left.
And left. I think he got his wish.
Him.
Well,
it was him.
It must have been. Okay. Oh, we have someone off the road in front of Use there as well.
I think the only thing they didn't do is they didn't recreate 2012 that much. They recreated 1997, if I'm right. That was a wet Grand Prix and everyone just crashed before Eau Rouge.
Oh, 1998, yes.
1998. I was close. I
you were close. You were just a year off. Victor Lundgren now has closed a big gap down to John Ford. He's got 8 tenths to the lead of the race.
Still quite a lot, but I see Uskafafo down there. Nathan Older, Little Skill, and Isaac Johansson. Nathan trying to join the fun and
Ooh, down the inside, Nathan Older takes the place of Little Skittle.
The Ferrari seems better, like out of the corners. Oh, it went too much. Michael Bersian and Little Skill battling. Oh!
Contact there, Nathan Older.
No, that's Armin G.
Not Nathan Older, sorry. Armin G spins round into the wall. Mikhail as well. Stopped on the inside.
Diego just flies through, doesn't care. There goes Little Skill, will try and overtake Nathan Older. Or not, he will know. Andy Thompson getting overtaken by Isaac Johansson in the front. And now there's another Lumen charge behind Andy Thompson, which will be Nathan Older. Nathan Older will try and go into Brussels, already setting it up. But Andy Thompson
This is getting
know
very
how to
close now.
defend.
Round the outside, little Skittle, is he going to take it?
No, he's
Nathan
not.
Alder got boxed in, not quite. Nathan Alder got boxed in from the cars in front, and little Skittle saw the opportunity to try and go around the outside.
He tried to go around the outside as Eminem does, but it didn't work for him. It works for Eminem, not for you, little Skill. Here goes another driver, and then one bites the dust. Nathan Alder and little Skill still close, going side by side, all trying to go side by side.
Nathan Alder.
And
again around the outside from little Skittle. Is he going to hold it on the inside?
There he goes.
Oh, it's very, very close. They almost touch. Little Skittle's still there.
Look at his point of view from Nathan. They're so close.
It's so close between the pair of them.
Maybe trying
They're
to push
still
him
side by
into the
side.
gravel. No, he is not now.
Oh,
Now the gravel
little
came
Skittle
into
gets
play.
pushed a little bit wide. And that's
There
the
he
battle
goes.
over. That was very close racing from both of them. Well played.
Nathan
But
Alder doing his best impressions of I cannot say it right of the Mercedes in Austria. Into the bus stop chicane goes John Ford and Victor Lundgren, and still nothing happens. These two guys are back. Bathtub is back as well. Oh god.
oh, there we go.
goes. If he does anything, he's getting kicked, and he knows why. Isaac Johansson fastest lap 2:19.4, still slower than the last lap, but John Ford is trying to go faster and faster. Isaac Johansson another fastest lap. There's a battle gun out of the pit lane, and very interesting things will happen right now. John Ford just flying away from Victor Lundgren. There's not much that Victor Lundgren can do for now. Nathan Alder getting closer and closer to I forgot the name.
Andy Thompson
Andy, plus the Andy, and he overtakes Andy Thompson.
goes
like,
round the
nothing is
outside.
there.
He
It
takes
just
the place.
goes down the inside into like no one is there. He just have so much space. The Brits are getting ruthless here as well.
Ooh,
Spa-Francorchamps.
I need to take your attention to the leaders because they're going side by side. 2 tenths now the gap between them. Victor Lundgren caught up a long way. I think he must have had the slipstream to help him out there.
Might be it. Might be the Ferrari having a little bit of issues as well. Maybe that's the reliability we've been talking about. No, I'm kidding. These
Like
cars
in
are made of
F1.
steel.
This is a painful corner to be stuck behind someone because if you lose downforce through there, that's a lot of time lost. But Victor Lundgren keeps very close to the back there. So it could be very, very close on the run up to Blanchimont. Let's see how his exit is.
Blanchimont will be very dangerous for John Ford, or guess it will not. Maybe we will see. Now Victor Lundgren, the Swede behind him, is getting closer. He has a slipstream. No, he doesn't. Yes, he has. No, he doesn't. Yes, he does. In the Blanchimont, there's nothing that he can do. I don't know where he is. 30 air slipstream. He's behind John Ford. That's all where he is.
Just a little bit.
Overtake him into bus stop chicane. That's whoa.
Ooh, goes wide. That's going to compromise his run. Now watch for Isaac Johansson behind. He's going to get a run 3 tenths back. Will he try and move up into La Source?
Well, definitely.
He's not.
He will wants to try. He cannot. He has another Lumen.
I want to try, but he's close enough. Nathan Alder now. That's the race winner from race 1. Is now joining this battle for 2nd place.
Isaac Johansson will try and go faster and faster, but flashing lights from Nathan Alder onto Isaac Johansson. That's
cool.
Pretty like you just get out of the way. Where the are you, Bathtub? No, you're saying it's a great view out of. Why? It's saying huge ass as well on my stream, on my screen.
Isaac Johansson up the inside of Victor Lundgren takes the place. But now watch for Nathan Alder, because he's going to try and have a go at Victor Lundgren as well. Up the inside, is he going to get it down into the hairpin?
Into Brussels, he will of course try to get down the inside in Brussels. Then
Up the
in
inside.
The corner, he will be not first. He will be third. He will be in front of Victor Lundgren. That's how he takes positions back.
Takes the place, but now watch between the two of them. They're going side by side. This is a hard place to go side by side. It's very close to contact.
almost
Oh,
touched.
is he going to hold it around the outside?
Yes, he's going to go around
Nathan
the
Alder
outside.
held
This
it
is
around the
our
outside.
Slim
Very, very
Shady
clean
right
racing.
here. Our Slim Shady
I
right here.
I think that might be battle over because it looks like Nathan Alder has made a break for it already. 4/10 looks to be the effective gap of the slipstream. 4/10 is the gap now between Lundgren and Alder.
And there goes the gap.
Mm-hmm.
Well, 30 air then will be at like 8 tenths, I
Mm-hmm.
guess.
But now watch, because Nathan Alder got a much better exit than Isaac Johansson in front. Is he going to try a move before the bus stop chicane? Let's have a look. Right
Maybe
under
he
his rear
will.
wing for Blanchimont.
Now there's
I think he's going
a
to
really
try and
short
move.
run. Now going in, tries to outbrake him, brakes about now. I can see him.
He might try the
breaking the
cutback on corner exit.
The
Let's watch how he
switchback
goes.
Not happening.
Tries the
There
cutback.
He goes. The switchback works. Nathan Alder
Gets
in
up past
front
Nathan
of John
Alder.
Ford. Now a little bit of weaving on the straight. No, that's not weaving. You're so fine, mate. Oh, that's a bomb by
Isaac Johansson tries the cutback, but he finds his road blocked. Now, Nathan Alder
I would say
has
something
a
I
gap.
cannot say it on stream. I'll say that.
That's okay. The gap now as well behind between Isaac Johansson and Victor Lundgren is closing now. So that battle with Nathan Alder pushed Victor Lundgren, or no, pushed Isaac Johansson back into the clutches of Lundgren. It could be very close. They're side by side up to the Lecombe chicane. Has Lundgren got a nose ahead? It looks like he has. And he takes the place from Isaac Johansson.
Isaac Johansson trying to get more overtakes as he goes. Oh, almost into the gravel. Up the astroturf. Down he goes into Brussels, and there's not much. He's out of the range as well. Not out of the range for DRS, you don't have DRS, but out of the range for a lot of the things that we see.
And Armin G actually, Armin G has left again. Oh dear, he's been having no luck today, has he? Because it was running well in race 1. Yeah, running well in race 1 and then retired at the top of Eau Rouge. Radion, sorry.
Hey, what did you say? What did I just hear? Did you say that Eau Rouge
I
was
think
up
I
top?
said.
Did you said that?
I
Eau
think
Rouge
I
was
did.
up top?
Yes. It's Radion actually.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I don't have. I would actually put it on stream if I had like a sound.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
That's Radion,
we need a
actually.
soundboard. That's Radion actually. Nathan Alder. I'll bring the attention back to the front of the grid. Why not? Nathan Alder now less than a second to John Ford, and he's got 3 laps left.
Well, technically, yeah, 3 laps, as you say. Very good point. Maybe 4.
Oh, 3 minutes. Sorry.
But plus 1 lap, so you still.
Oh, it might be 3 laps. Oh, Nathan Alder gets a much better exit though. Is he even going to try and move up to Le Source?
Well,
he's 3 tenths back.
It's a 1-2 for the TKR boys, and I think Nathan will say to John Ford and will say multi-21. John will say multi-21, Nathan. I won that win, even though it's not for points. These guys are battling like if it was for points, it is not.
The gap is closing there.
The gap
3
is
tenths.
closing. That's very right, Peter. Nathan will try to go faster and faster. The battle of the Ferraris commencing right now. Onto the camel straight.
It's side by side.
Not side by side.
Not quite getting it. Nathan Alder, I think, did back out there.
Whoa.
So I think there might be. John Ford goes wide. That could cost him a place to Victor Lundgren as well. He's not quite. He's come back on just in front.
Stop playing into my jokes. It's just multi-21. Where did he
Nathan
go?
Alder goes wide. Just a tap on Victor Lundgren, but Victor Lundgren gets past. This is now going to put John Ford under extra pressure because he's got 2 people behind who want to take that place back.
I guess you can comment on that, Joe, because I don't know where did he come from.
Well, Nathan Alder went wide coming out of Lecombe and touched the gravel slightly. And Victor Lundgren came back, saw his opportunity to come back at him. Speaking of, Victor Lundgren is trying to go around the outside. Is he going to make it stick? Not quite. Backs out sensibly before the corner.
I know what he would have tried. He would try again thing that he did on Nathan in fines. And there is a battle, like a 4-5-car battle for the lead. Where are we?
Definitely. We have a 5-car battle now. But now watch the gap. Victor Lundgren is very close. So is Nathan Older. So is Isaac Johansson. So is Little Skittle.
We'll focus
What's
on
the move for the lead?
the first move. John Ford. We'll try and
Victor Lundgren's not quite going to have it. That's going to drop him back into the clutches of Nathan Older. Nathan Older has got past, but they're going to be side by side into the bus stop chicane.
Ooh, that's a large break into that zone. There's a battle right behind him. Isaac Johansson, Little Skittle. Again, the both brothers battling again. Here it goes.
Side by side, but now look. Nathan Older's trying to go around the outside to get second place. Nathan Older trying to go around the outside. Does he get the place? He does indeed. Now we have Porsche coming out the pits as well.
Joining them in there.
Oh, this could get painful.
Messy.
It looks like they've got the idea. Blue flags to them.
Blue flags to them. You're like...
It looks like they got the idea though, because I think they have got out the way of everyone.
I guess that works what he said, but again, there it goes, Victor Lundgren into like 12,
Victor
trying to
Lundgren.
overtake Nathan Older, and nothing worse. These guys
Oh, John
so
Ford over the
close to
curb.
each other. John Ford.
Now they're nose to tail again.
Still like now going down to Brussels, one of the hard braking zones. Will try and go around the outside of Brussels. He will try to overtake Nathan his own way. A test of his own medicine, that's what he wants. To get for Nathan to get, but nothing is happening here. Victor is so close. 2 laps to go. And the show must go on.
It must indeed. John Ford goes wide though. That's going to let both cars behind catch up to him. Isaac Johansson goes very wide. It's now dropped to second back. Nathan Older is very close to TKR boys.
TKR boys
nose
are
to
up
tail.
1-2. Maybe we will hear a multi-21 reference. What do I know?
Who knows?
Everything is possible here.
It looks like we've got another TKR member in the chat, TKR Mercury. So let's see what he thinks of the whole situation. Victor Lundgren now very close to the back of Nathan Older. Is he going to try and go for a move? He's got the slipstream. There's 2/10 the gap now. He's got to try here, I think.
Oh, Victor
He's going to hold back.
Down into Blashman. No, he will
not quite. He holds back, but he lifts off just a little too much. He's not quite close enough for a move. We see a...
Stop that being the television cam. What is that? Otherwise,
I think Bathtub's just trying to find a move.
Yeah, a good spot. There we go, Victor Lundgren. Still behind Nathan Older. We are final lap, 1 lap to go. We have 3 guys battling for the lead. And other guys.
Don't forget Isaac Johansson, he's in there as well.
It's 5 people not within 1 second, but it's really not a big gap between all of them together. Now going through a Rouge into Radion actually, not a Rouge.
Okay.
I couldn't help myself, I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
Still has more speed than he maybe actually wants. We'll try.
It looks like Victor Lundgren didn't quite get a good enough run. He's not there with him. Little Skittle now trying to get past Isaac Johansson. It looks like he does it, but they're still side by side. They touch! Little Skittle is around into the wall for both Little Skittle and Isaac Johansson. They touch now. That's going to drop them out of 4th place. Andy Thompson gets the best luck out of all of them. He's now up to 4th.
My God.
But just the tiniest of touches between the two of them. Both drivers slow. And Michael is closing quick. That was a little more than a rub.
Now let's. That was a rape, but fine.
That was a little bit, yeah.
Victor Lundgren will try to overtake Nathan Older for 2nd place.
If we're focus back on the leaders now, because we have 2-3 tenths between the top 3. Victor Lundgren's going to be very close. It looks like John Ford's going to make a break for the lead, but Victor Lundgren is right under the rear wing of Nathan Older. Let's see what kind of an exit he gets here, because if he slipstreams Nathan Older up to Blanchimont, he might have it. Touches the gravel, so that might affect his run. But here he goes. It looks like he is dropping a little too much. But after all, they've got 2 corners left. 3 if you include Blanchimont.
John Ford going through Blanchimont. He sees the final corner. There he can see Babtab as well, somewhere hidden there. There he is.
I'm not sure that's Bathtub. I think that's actually someone else. It's Huge Ass.
No, it's Babtab. It says it's Huge Ass.
Oh, is it?
John Ford finishes first. Nathan second. Victor Langer third.
After a very tense battle.
Fourth. Michael. There goes Bathtub. Michael fifth. Mika, not Michael. I don't know if he's Michael or Mika. Actually,
I think it just can't display the last letter. And we have the Porsche sending it into the winners after turn 1. So that's Mikkel finishes in 5th. Little Skittle a little bit behind in 6th.
No skill now going into the bus stop chicane. A really good job.
Very wide.
By this man as well. Still, it's weird that he's alive. You can see he cannot turn.
I'm not sure he can turn anymore.
You can even see his steering wheel. It just shows me a blue screen. There he goes over the line.
But there he goes across the line, and he finishes 6th.
I thank God. I didn't even notice you are in the race, mate. He has been it's so quiet. He hasn't been doing anything the whole race. But if you look at his car, it looks clean. It looks. What is that? I guess that's one way to get into the finish line, but fine. You've taken the optimal route through the bus stop chicane. Not like I the God. Just
Used now.
Bombing it.
Used now finishing in 8th place after getting some very bad luck at the start. And he'll plough straight into the people at turn 1.
So I guess we'll take our 2 winners for talk. Just he's still here. You see, Huge Ass with a Hungarian flag. It's not Huge Ass. It's Bathtub.
Oh, is it really?
Yes, it is.
Okay, I see.
So there it goes. We'll see if the guys are available. Going to switch the scenes. We'll see the first one who joins. I'll drag them in.
It looks like Nathan Alder's up for it.
Well, if he joins General. But I still have my grammar mistakes, goddamn. Oh, there he goes there's Nathan. First we'll take Nathan. Hello, Nathan.
Hiya, how's it going?
Everything good? How was the race? You had some really great battles in the race 2. Race 1 was a very comfortable victory for you. How do you feel about both of the races?
Yeah, like you say, race 1 was a bit more on the pace and pushing hard just to try and get a bit of a gap. Yeah, it was quite straightforward, but I was still pushing pretty hard to stay ahead. And then, yeah, race 2 had a great little battle with Victor and Isaac, I think, and John. I just thought of getting behind John and see if we can bring home a 1-2 for the team. And it seemed to work. It was a good little battle. So yeah, very fun.
I would say multi-21 in the comments box. It actually looked like you two were actually doing it in the race, and I was like, God, guys, just you should not be doing it. You should be racing, not recreating it.
I think as it was a non-championship event, we tried to get John his first win, which we did. I mean, John still had to drive really quick to stay ahead of everyone else, so it weren't just me. Everyone else was in there behind him trying to pass, but yeah, team orders from the top, yeah, told me to, like you say, multi 21. So yeah, I obeyed team orders and sat there in second.
That's great to hear. Peter, do you have any questions for Nathan?
None from me, I'm afraid. That all sounds good.
Thank you very much.
So have a good week. Hope to see you next week at a championship round.
Yep.
So yeah, a good rest of the day, which is 9 p.m. for me. But
yeah, and you, yeah, great. I'm looking forward to watching the race back, and I'm sure it'll be great commentary as usual. So yeah, thanks guys, and hopefully speak to you next week.
yeah, see you next week.
Thank
Or I
you.
hope to
Bye.
see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
It's Nathan Older, and now we'll take John Ford, our second race winner, into the chat. Hello, John. John, you there? Seems like John Ford is. God damn it.
I think we have lost John Ford.
Seems like it as well.
No, I mean,
Oh, there he
hello.
goes.
hello.
Hello, mate.
How we doing?
Race. Great race number 2 from you. I forgot where did
Yeah.
you end at race number 1. We had some really
Yeah.
great battles. You were really close for that number 1 place. You had a lot of attackers there. How did it feel being all those guys behind you?
Not too bad. I quite enjoyed the defending, to be honest. The defending's quite fun. It's better than being like race 1. Do you know what I mean? At the back and trying to catch up and not being very successful. But yeah, race 2 was good. Good fun.
We were joking multi 21. It's
Sorry?
great to have seen. We were joking about multi 21 here in the combos box. It's great that you still got the victory and none of that, nothing like that happened.
Yeah, yeah. That's true. Yeah, no, it's good though. Yeah, it's very good.
Well, at least you like defending. Hope you will get pretty used to it with the MX5 at Laguna Seca next time. Which that will be a race for I want it to be a race for the record books. This will be very interesting.
Let's hope.
Are
I've
you
got to win.
excited?
It'd be nice to win something else.
Are you excited for that combo? Are you looking
I
forward
can only
to it?
just hear you on there. Sorry.
Yep. Are you looking forward to that combo, the Laguna Seca?
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yes. Definitely. Yeah. Yeah. Looking forward to that.
Then I hope that I could actually see you here next week in the comms box looking to us in the interviews. Hope that
Yeah.
you actually might
I
get a
will.
chance.
I'll try my best. Yeah, I'll try my best. I didn't do any practice this week, so I came in a bit blind. Just sort of jumped in, and because it was a friendly week. But yeah, next week I'll be practicing.
Yeah, I definitely hope you do. And good luck for next week.
Thank you very much.
See you.
Cheers. Bye bye.
So that was our first and second race winner. And that's all. So Peter, what do you think of the race? How do you think that it went?
I think it was very exciting. I think we definitely had some very close battles between quite a way up the grid actually. I mean, particularly that last race where we had what was it, 5 cars battling for the lead at one point. So yeah, I think if that's any idea of how the rest of this year is going to go, then that's going to be great.
Well, yeah. Thank you for having you in the bid box. As I said, I would love to see you guys here next week where we'll be racing MX5 Cups at Laguna Seca. So from Spa-Francorchamps, from Belgium to America into the championship round. There's just a quick detour. We'll take a detour in 14 weeks as well. Still don't know where. Will be announced next week because I don't know.
We'll see. We'll see.
So yeah, this was all fun, and hope you guys have a good rest of the week. Goodbye.
Goodbye from me.